Well, I think what was interesting to me was the fact that she really admired Truman as an artist, and that was, to her, what was so remarkable about him. I mean, I think that she thought he was funny, and I think she really adored him. But when you hear her talk or write about Truman, she's always talking about his art and his writing, and about how he was just the greatest writer of his time. And she really valued that in a way that I don't think anybody else did. You know, I was just watching a documentary on Kurt Vonnegut, and it made me think a little bit about Kurt Vonnegut's first wife, the mother of his children, and that he would not have been able to do what he did if there wasn't that person that was telling him all the time, you are a writer, this is what you need to do, and kind of gave him the courage to leave his job, to leave GE and to really just make a go of it. And I feel like writers really depend on those people in their lives that are their cheerleaders, that say, like, you can do this, you are a writer, you are an artist. And I really do believe that Joanne was that for him. Unfortunately, by that point, he had descended into alcohol and drug addiction to a point where he wasn't really savable anymore, but I think she really tried. I was approached first through Ryan. He slipped into my DMs on Instagram. I had already done Monster with him, so you know, we knew each other a little bit, but you know, he wrote to me on my DM and said, oh, I have this project that I think might be interesting. I had already known about it through my representatives, so it kind of happened at the same time. And then Robbie Bates, John Robin Bates, who wrote the screenplays, or the teleplays, I guess, called me, and we had a long conversation, and he said that I was their first choice, him, Ryan, and Gus, and really pitched her, was very honest, you know, said that it was a supporting part, you know, she was mainly came in at the end, but that they needed someone that could really get across this feeling of being apart from the other women. It was great. I was working with Rudy Mance and Lou, who both of them have worked with Ryan for many years, especially Lou. Lou has, I think, done all of his projects. Rudy and I worked together on Monster for the first time. Instantly loved each other. It really felt like a very collaborative process. You know, I know where they wanted to go with Joanne. I knew that they wanted her to be kind of a little bit more flowy, a little more bohemian. But I feel like I felt really well taken care of. And I do feel like the costumes really kind of spoke a lot to Joanne and her style.